Ladies and gentlemen, what a massive week it's been when it comes to American politics. With Trump walking into the White House, he's signed 1,000 different executive orders, but perhaps all of that has been overshadowed by the great Elon Musk. Now, I am an Elon Musk dick rider from way back. I do like Elon. I've listened to a lot of podcasts that he's done with a lot of influential people, be that Joe Rogan or any other of the other podcasts he's done that are long form. I think what is a real shame is a lot of people only get interactions with Elon through the news. And this is probably what your mum or your auntie or someone like that has had with someone like Elon Musk. You just hear a soundbite, you just hear what they have to say in a very short form conversation. Now, the problem with that is Elon doesn't like the mainstream media, so he's giving them nothing. And when you have someone like him, some absolute genius, and there's nothing... You cannot understate how smart this dude is. Now, he may not be the engineer behind all of these things, but he brings all the puzzle pieces together and allows things like SpaceX to operate, or Starlink to operate, or Neuralink to operate. And I think he bought PayPal, wasn't that? Or he sold PayPal. Isn't that how he came up with all his cash? He co-founded X.com, which was originally PayPal. And now, obviously, Twitter is X. But he sold it. eBay purchased PayPal for $1.5 billion. So that's how Elon really got the kick up the arse financially and moved forward into whether it's rockets or Neuralink or whatever. Now, Elon Musk, obviously, he has paired himself with Donald Trump and the Republican Party over the past few months, which is very, very interesting for a number of reasons. But I think for Elon, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories around why he did that, but maybe Elon just genuinely thinks that Trump is the better candidate, or was the better candidate for presidency. And I tend to agree, and so do a lot of other people. So here comes the inauguration date. Elon Musk is on stage and he throws out something where you could probably use the R word to describe it. And I think the best person who described all of this was Shane Gillis. He's obviously, mates with Joe Rogan, who's mates with Elon. And Shane said Elon's hard to defend in this situation. And I think that's the best. I think that's the best way to describe it, because, of course, I don't want to be seen as someone who doesn't, think both ways, or at the very least, someone who doesn't take in information from the side that perhaps I don't agree with politically and just ignore it, because that's not how my political leaning is. What he did there was hard to ignore, and it was hard to defend. But let's have a watch. Let's see what it is, and I think it's around here.
Thank you.
There. Okay, so that's the problem. That's the problem there. But he does say words to the effect of, I throw my heart goes out there. Now, hand over my heart and it goes out there. A beautiful, beautiful thing to say from Elon. But there's probably other ways to say that. He could have done that. He could have pointed, or the Gen Zs, they do a different way to. How do they do it? That's like the Gen X thing. That's the millennial or Gen Xers. They do that. Now I'm going to be Illuminati. Jesus. Yeah. See, they do it like that. That's how they do the love hearts now. So it's like that looks incredibly difficult. But yeah, that's what Gen Zs. That's what they're up to. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that that's where my hatred for Gen Z comes from. It's shit like that. Actually, in fact, just yesterday, I had to deal with a Gen Z interaction on in a little cafe. Have you noticed, has anyone noticed this? There is no smiling. There's no happiness from these people. They are angry, angry, angry citizens. They're not happy. They're shitty. I've never seen anything quite like how upset Gen Z is at the world. We walked up, my wife and our baby was there, Addie, and they just, yeah, what do you want? Yep. And that's it. They walk away. It's actually quite horrifying to be involved with these people. They're bad people. Now, I know I've said a lot about Gen Z in the past, and I probably will continue to say those things. But what's important to understand is by the time that World War III rolls around, Gen Z are the ones that are going to get sacrificed. And I think that's probably a positive for all of us. And shout out to the Gen Zs in the comment section. Now, continuing on with the Musk dog, the media basically jumped in and said, right, this is a NAZI salute. This is a very full-on situation, what Elon Musk has done. And we basically need to jump in and we need to punish him. We need to say, hey, this guy is a Nazi. He is a bad guy. He's a white supremacist. And I just think he's not. But that is my argument here against the hatred and anger that's coming from people. Because if you don't know anything about Elon and you watch that, that's like your first, this guy sends rockets up to fucking space and all that type of shit. That's all you know about him. You know he's a billionaire. You know he's the world's richest man, yada, yada, yada. You know he's a bit of a silly dude. And then you see him do that, you're going to think, holy shit, this bloke's fucking insane. Like he's a full-blown, fucking member of the National Socialist Party of Germany in 1939.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah.
You're going to worry. And I think that's what people aren't really grasping here. Like, there's no way that's how Elon thinks. Everyone knows that. We've heard him speak a lot. We know this. So why would he do it? Okay, was he just saying my heart goes out? Okay, sure. Just still not a great way to do it, Elon. Like, just a fucking terrible... Like, we all do dumb shit. But that's pretty fucking ridiculous in front of the world stage. A lot of people are also saying about his autism, that he has... what's he got? He's got bloody... Asperger's. That's what came into my head, Asperger's. He's got, I'm going to say Asperger's, fuck it. He's got Asperger's, and if you don't know much about Asperger's, it's basically a dialed down form of autism. And maybe a person who you went to school with was a little bit different, a little bit strange. Maybe they were the Aspergery. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But to blame him doing that on that type of autism is a little bit strange, I feel. My brother's autistic. I've been around autistic kids when he went to school and all that type of stuff, and I never saw one throw the bloody old Hitlery-diddlery-do. I've never seen that. And even if he was nervous and anxious and freaking out because he was in front of so many people, can you really see the richest man in the world just snap it and go, I'm not going to do it. You thought I was going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe Elon Musk is a secret, rhymes with Nazi sympathizer, but I very, very much doubt it. He seems like too good of a dude to be that much of a piece of shit. I think he's just done something a bit ridiculous, a bit outrageous, well, extremely outrageous, and he's ended up in a lot of, he's ended up basically sitting in the oven with the temperature turned up. You know what I mean? All the best to Elon Musk. Don't do that again. Don't be a fucking idiot and learn from your mistakes. But anyway, long story short on Elon. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the oven. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how I'd like to end the show.